morning.
Good morning.
Hi. How is everybody today? Let us know who's here. This is like a little fairy thing, isn't it? All the colors.
It is. That's why I thought it'd be fun. A little unicorn. Beautiful energy. Rainbows.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Bring everybody in. It's like piping them in.
It is.
One more. There we go. So now we're down to one. There we go. So how is everybody today? Are you ready for some fairies?
Mm-hmm.
Fairy energy today. It's raining here in Calgary.
Yes, it is.
Lovely. Last couple of days was awesome. It was really nice.
It has been beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So let's do a little smudge, and if there's people waiting, tell us who you are. Say hi. And if you're not here in Calgary, let us know where are you from, and are you new to us as well. Here, just do a little smudge today for everybody. Nice little fairy bundle there. Make them right here. Got soul food, crystals.
Woo.
Oh, thanks, you brought my. Thank you.
Yeah.
So crystals will be all nice and smudged for you.
Good morning, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. It's nice to stay home on a morning like this. Hey.
Nice cup of coffee. Watch the live.
Well, you can leave the coffee behind. Not a coffee drinker.
I am. I like it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Sitting with your favorite beverage at home.
There you go.
Nice and dry and warm.
Yeah.
Watching crystals and getting fairy energy. So I'll just go over it just in case there's people here that haven't been with us before or are going to watch it later that are not with us. I mean, haven't been with us before. And we just ask that you go to our website, soulfoodcrystals.com, and to open an account before you bid. This will help us find you with your purchases. And we just ask that you put your YouTube name in the notes section so that we know who you are. All prices are in Canadian dollars, and all the pieces today will be at this price until tomorrow, Friday, at end of day, and then they revert to their retail price. So they're all at a 20% discount today and tomorrow. And if you are just joining us, you haven't been with us before, and you're in town, they're always put out on a table so that you can actually come in and see them as well. So we will get you an invoice within 24 hours. I mean, normally today, actually, we just ask that once you receive your invoice, that you pay within 24 hours. Otherwise, it does go to back into inventory for somebody else. Payment, you can pay over the phone if you like, with a credit card. If you're in Canada, we accept e-transfer. We do PayPal, and then we also have a payment company called Sazel, and they do 4 payments, 4 equal payments. So you can certainly do that. But you get your product right away if you go through Sazel, for sure. If there's anything left after the sale, we usually have items left after the sale. So I list them on the event page under the discussion tab. And if there's anything there that you want that maybe you missed or that sort of thing, you can actually say in the comments of that post, sold, the item name and the price, and we will get you an invoice by Saturday. To bid here at today in the live, you just type in sold, the name, and the price, and we will put that aside for you. And then this afternoon we'll contact you with your invoice. So just remember, if it's your first time with us, if you could go to our website, and Cheryl put the information there. Maybe she could pin it. Maybe you could pin it to the top. You can open up an account so that you can bid. And we just ask that you please only bid on the items that you intend to pay for and purchase. Okay. So again, certainly for anybody who is not in Canada, it's all in Canadian dollars, and and I suppose out of province. Yeah, it's still it's GST, HST, or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, you have to
Your
pay your
province,
provincial tax.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
Yes. But if you are from out of country, you our post office, and that requires your telephone number.
Yes, they do.
So, is everybody ready for some fairy magic today?
Yes.
Woo-hoo. Woo. Woo-hoo. So the first item we have is very cool. We only have 2. This is
So fun.
an angel aura selenite wand. It's a fairy wand, and it's actually double terminated here and here. And what better way to attract fairy magic than with a fairy wand? And you could be the queen fairy. So we do have 2 of them right here. One's just slightly smaller than the other, but you can see the angel aura on it right there. And but they bring lots of different magic in life as well. It's like, poof, you're a fairy godmother.
That's right.
There you go, a fairy godmother, a fairy queen. These they do radiate lots of fairy stuff, don't they? They're very kind of magical and whimsical and that sort of thing. But you can still use them as
Kathy says you're hard to hear all of a sudden.
oh.
Not sure why.
Not sure why.
Is this better, Kelly?
I don't usually have to turn my sound
No.
up. Have you turned your sound up, Kelly? I forgot to do this.
Oh, it's better now, she says.
There we go. But you can do that with your fairy wand as well. And you picks up anything negative from your aura, smooths it out, makes it nice and sparkly, and spreads lots of fairy magic all over the place when you use these wands. Lots of divine feminine energy there as well.
There it is.
Yes, aren't they cool? We only have 2 and they're $125 each. But you can use them in a healing modality if you want. Wherever you use selenite, you can use it. And of course, the angel aura, you can attract not only the fairies, but angels with it too. And I just look at it as Tinkerbells.
Yeah.
When you have all those little sprinkles, magical sprinkles around. They're very cute.
They are.
Cute,
So cute.
and whimsical.
Yes.
Now we've got some fairy caves as well. This is the largest one right here. Lots of druzy quartz inside. We've got some stilbite on this one right here, which is very actually angelic. And when you have something like this, actually why they call it fairy caves is because it's like fairy holes, right? This is where fairies tend to live. And this is where their homes are. And if you ever go walking out in nature and you just see different plants and you see little holes or neat little stairs going up, it just gives you that feeling of fairies.
Yeah, it does.
I get that I've gotten that quite a few places in Nova Scotia, actually.
Yeah.
Down there.
I can see that.
Yeah. And especially when everything's really green and there's lots of lushness, actually. Yeah. Fairies live there. And this is actually, you can see on the side here, this actually goes all the way through. You can see right there. But they've made it so that it will stand up on its own. This you could put outside if you wanted, or you could put it in your home and make a little fairy corner or something in your home. That'd be neat.
Yeah,
Together?
that would be nice together.
That'd be very cool. But this size, I've only got one this size, and you could actually put a little sphere in there. Maybe you could get a little tiny fairy and stick it in there as well. That would be very cute. This size is $270, so it's quite big. And then I've got 2 smaller ones here. Right there, this one's kind of pinky. Right there, these ones are $51. Right there, and you can see all the sparkle and the magic inside. Look at that, sort of purpley and pink. That one. But you could do the same with this. You could always put a little something in there to.
It looks like
I know. There's a face.
There's a face there.
It's a little ghost or something. Ghost of a fairy.
The ghost.
Yeah. And this one, it will stand up, or you can put it this way and put something on top of it there as well. But look at the whole outline. Looks like a little spirit or something. Spirit of a fairy. Fairy spirit.
Yeah.
So these are 51 right there. And one of the other things that actually would draw fairies in as well is bumblebee jasper. It's from Indonesia. It's only from Indonesia. And it's actually volcanic lava and sediment is part of the mixture there. The orange would be, I think, orpiment, and the yellow would probably be sulfur that's in here, but these are all polished.
I just love the color. They're so nice and bright and cheery and
they are
joyful.
Wouldn't these look great in a garden?
Yes.
Or even one or two sitting in a little fairy garden that you make and put in your home even.
Yeah, they would be really nice.
Yeah. Bumblebee jasper is really cool. Like, look at that one. This one's like the night sky. It's almost like there's something right there too. But the other thing is fairies like to dance in the moonlight.
Yeah.
They do. Lots of fairy magic there. Look at that's almost like a quarter moon. Half
It is.
moon almost. Yeah. But it really enhances your zest for life and helps us to manifest our dreams as well. So having bumblebee jasper is really great. You could grid with it, could make a fairy grid with it. Part of the reason why it's called bumblebee jasper is the fact that it has these black and sometimes yellow, orange stripes on it. You can see some right here. Is somebody said, oh, it sort of looks like a bumblebee, and that's why they call it bumblebee jasper. And I look at it as being able to do the impossible, because bumblebees shouldn't aerodynamically be able to fly, and they do. So that's really cool. So those are $13 each, and I've got 30 of them. Yes, just got a text. Sorry. Now the next one is fairy cross, also known as storolite. Looks like that. These are from Russia. They are also natural. These grow in this formation, this cross formation. But they are getting harder and harder to get and find. Look at that one's almost perfect. There is a little legend around these. I like that one.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
In that is that the legend goes that when Christ was crucified, the fairies wept and their tears hardened into these crosses.
It's nice. Yeah, I got this one.
Yeah. But this is a stone of strength and protection. And what it protects is your heart, your emotions, but also your spirit as well. It's you can place it in a bedroom, especially a child's bedroom, and it helps with bringing in good dreams, good energy, and being able to sleep, and it dispels nightmares. So that's another protective part of it. But these little pieces also bring magic to your fairy garden or a little fairy corner. Look at that. It's a skull and crossbones.
Almost, not quite.
Not quite. It is. It's like a little person or something. There, but it does help to attract that fairy energy and fairy magic. And who doesn't need a little bit of magic in their life, right? Everybody needs magic.
Everybody needs magic.
Yeah, and this is the largest one. They're all the same price. They're $52. They are really, they used to be a lot more abundant, but they're hard to find now. I think this is the second time in 2 years I've been able to find them. So now, a few weeks back, we actually had some larger pieces of astrophyllite, and I was able to find a couple of pendants. The larger one here is 126, and the smaller one is 102. But it has like a sparkly, almost coppery shards to it. You can see them right there. That's the astrophyllite. And all that sparkly, magical energy really attracts fairy energy as well. And elementals. But this is a stone of your own deep inner truth. It brings wisdom and light to that truth as well. but it infuses light into your entire body, your physical body and your energetic body as well. And so what better way to work with a strophalite than to wear it?
Mm-hmm.
And you send out lots of that sparkly magic wherever you go when you wear it. But it's really good for meditating as well. So you can always hold it or wear it while you're meditating, and it will help you go into a deeper meditation and maybe bring a little bit of magic and information, magical information to you during that meditation. So 126 and 102 for the astrophalite. And I think we've actually got still a piece of astrophalite left. A couple of little pieces.
I think we have some little ones here. Oops.
Now, fairies like to dance by the light of the moon. And we have some Druzy agate moons. And they're carved on both sides. I was just saying to Cheryl yesterday, why do they call it, say, man in the moon when the moon is supposed to be feminine?
Yes, we've been conundering that one.
So I suppose it's man as a whole. I don't know.
And
But there's lots of different looking ones here. Yeah. This one actually has some nice soft orangey, peachy color to it. And you can work with the moon's energy with these, as well as that kind of fairy magic as well. Because Druzy to me is magic with all of that sparkly, all that sparkly stuff. To me is like magic right here. And can you not just see, holding one of these up, I really like this one too, is fairies dancing by the light of this moon.
Yeah. They just make you smile.
They do. But this is also emotional healing and support. But it is a good stone for creativity as well. It helps you bring forth many ideas. But a good crystal of protection and stamina. Look at that. This one's a drive-through. Goes right all the way through. You can see me. It's like a little fairy hole as well. I like this one. This one's cool. And you can see it on the back too. So whichever way you put this, if it be this way or even this way, you still get that personality of the moon.
Yeah.
So this is really good for stamina and vitality, but it's also really good for making our moon wishes. New moon wishes, and there actually is a new moon next week. And you could actually use this in a little grid or with your new moon intentions and put it beside those to help bring those. Like this one's got quartz in it here. This is all quartz in the middle. You can see it. Agate on the outside and quartz here. Oh, look, he's got a big nose. Long nose.
I know some of their noses are, I like the nose on this one.
Oh, yeah. They're really cute. And these are, how much were they? These are $31 each. Yeah, only $31. And I think you'd get a lot of use out of it too. Especially with, if you do follow the moon and do new moon wishes every month. These definitely help with that. And you could also stick one, if you had a little fairy garden, just prop it up like that. Stick it in the soil like that.
Just like that. It'd also be nice if you're making moon water.
Yeah.
And put it around your moon water dish. Yeah.
That would be really good.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
It
would. Store your moon water with it too.
Store your moon water with it. Yes. That would be awesome.
Absolutely. And I've got some golden calcite hearts here, which actually have some, every one of them has rainbows in it. Look at that. Rainbow. This is the darkest one. And this is probably one of the lightest here. Right there. But if you get the light shining on, there's little refractions inside that you get. Right there, you can see some of the rainbows and that inside. These hearts are 31 each. I've only got 5 of them. But you can see that. So they're called either golden calcite or honey calcite, and they're very, very nurturing. This is like mother nurturing energy here. But these are all about joy and happiness. You can get lost in it.
You can.
They're really good for personal empowerment and also your own wisdom, bringing that forth. And like I said, very nurturing. It's very gentle protection as well, and also emotional healing. This activates actually your confidence, your confident level, and stamina and optimism as well. And only $31. They're a nice size.
They're very nice.
They're puffy hearts. They're not flat. So these are really nice. But yeah, you can just, there's some all through them. You can see all the things inside that really reflect the light, and they will actually give you a bit of a rainbow effect as well. Some of them a little bit more than others. Got a nice sheen to it too.
Yeah, they do. I really like these. Yeah, they feel good in the hand too.
Yeah, golden calcite is really nice.
It is.
Most people think of calcite as orange or green or blue.
Yeah.
Right? But the golden is really, really. This one actually is a quarter moon.
Oh, look.
It's a quarter moon.
Yeah. Speaking of moons.
Yeah. Yeah. Some fairy dancing going on there. $31 each, and we've only got 5. And then we have some fluorite touchstones, and I do have 2 different sizes for you. I'm going to show you the most unusual one first. This is the larger size. Isn't that interesting? Or do it this way. It's almost like a whale or something. Oh yeah, look at the eye. Whale's eye.
Oh yeah.
But this reminds me of water. Like deep, little bit deeper water and then coming up to the shore. And I love this one.
Yeah.
It's very cool. It's a nice green and then a pale green up there. I'm not sure what the black is, but something, an inclusion in there to kind of separate the two, which is really cool. But this size is, where are we here? 22. 22 for these.
It's a great
touchstone. Look at the purple. Nice banded purple. And green is really good for it's a stone for the mind. And it helps to bring lots of clarity and everything to the mind. And purple fluorite will bring in some of that violet flame ray as well. But this one's really good for intuition. But this is really good for the mind. And fluorite actually helps to align the body's wisdom for healing, for clarity, and for your soul's purpose. And this one actually has lots of bands in it. When you get the light behind it, you can see that it is semi-transparent. Lots of nice bands in there, which is one of the things that some fluorite is actually known for. There's banded fluorite. And this one is really deep purple. It looks blue, but it's actually a very deep purple. Deep, deep, deep.
It's beautiful.
They're great to hold in your hand. And something like this is really great if you are a practitioner of any kind. It's great for your clients to hold something in each hand. And this would, holding something like that, it's a really nice size that they can grab onto and feel comfortable with as well. They're really good. And this one's another purple one. It's got light and dark purple. It almost looks like it's a bit of light, but it's actually fluorite. There. So I've got 5 of that size, which is 22. I just think this one's so cool. Who's going to get that one? And then I've got 3 smaller ones that are 13 each. These 2 are both banded. You can see this one's yellow and it's got purple in it too. So yellow and purple fluorite. I think that's what this is too, which is actually really good for manifesting and abundance, bringing in really good abundance. That's probably what this one is as well. Yellow and purple and some grayish fluorite in there. And this one is a beautiful deep green. So really, again, really good stone for the mind to bring clarity. If you find sometimes that maybe your worry and your thoughts get in the way of making decisions, grab a piece of green fluorite and it helps to clear that so that you can actually see what a really good outcome would be for that. This would be really good for anybody going in to write any kind of exams or anything like that too, because it keeps your mind clear and structured and focused. That'd be very good. So those last 3 are $13 each. Next, we've got fairy towers. Sunstone would be beautiful for any kind of fairy magic or anything that you would be doing with fairies or fairy work. These are 8-sided towers. You can see they are octagonal, not hexagonal like quartz. They've cut them as 8-sided towers. And that makes these also bring in a form of abundance. So sunstone is really, really good. You can see it flashing there. Is really good for joy and happiness. It's actually also known as a leader stone, leadership. So again, fairy queen. For sure. So this is the small, we just have 2, and this is the smaller of the 2, and this one is 61 right here. So it's a nice big chunk of sunstone. And this is the larger one. And sunstone actually is a sacral chakra stone, but it will also move that energy up into the solar plexus. It's really good if you can, if you have a pendant of it on a really long chain and hang it around your navel. It really promotes and helps you build your confidence in yourself. And again, this is also 8-sided, and we've got lots of flashes of sunstone on there. You can see them flashing some down in here. And this one is 108. Now this is actually really excellent prices for sunstone.
Yes, it is.
Because sunstone isn't it isn't inexpensive, that's for sure. And sunstone is also in the feldspar family, the same as labradorite, larvicite, moonstone, and sunstone is in that same family. It is a type of feldspar, which is why it shimmers and shakes. What is it Yasmin Boland says? Shimmer your shimmy.
Shimmer your shimmy.
Shimmer
like your shimmy.
Yeah. So really good 8-sided towers are really good for bringing in abundance and wisdom. But sunstone, working with these can actually help you boost um, um, your passion for life and allow you to shine as well, to bring that forth into shine. Now, the next piece is a piece of jewelry, and I absolutely love this. This is gray moonstone. Look at that. Isn't that? It's, oh, I don't know what that is. But this is gray moonstone. And usually rainbow moonstone is the go-to moonstone for jewelry and what people are looking for. But this gray moonstone is absolutely stunning. It's like the veil or the mist. And it actually helps with enhancing your intuition. And couldn't you just imagine something emerging from there? And to wear it, it just shines and glistens. Look at that. Ooh. Oh, I love that. That's really pretty. We only have the one. This is 102. And you can wear it when you're doing readings or any kind of intuitive work because it helps bring your intuition out. And it actually helps. So it helps you to connect what you would call beyond the veil. What's the matter?
Oh, I'm just looking for the AccuPhrase.
It's on the thing.
I thought it was there. This one.
That's Pluto.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. And sorry, it carries the energy of the new moon. And there's a new moon next week. So it would be really great to wear under the new moon, maybe when you're making your new moon wishes. And again, it would be another one that you could put by new moon water or store it with your new moon water as well. It's beautiful. 102. And it just feels so soft. I don't know why. It just feels really soft.
It does.
It's beautiful. Just beautiful. I fell in love with it when I saw it, and well, we have to have this. And it carries all the same properties as other moonstone as well. So new beginnings, helps you through change, things like that. It still carries all those properties, but it also carries the added property of the gray moonstone and the intuition and the moon energy as well. Now this one, you might think that's fluorite, but it is not. This is a fairly new find out of Africa that is called AccuPrase. It is a type of chalcedony. First time I've ever seen it, and not always easy to get. So the blue-green mineral right there is kind of brings in a water element. And then you get these kind of brown striations here, like a brown matrix. That's probably what it grows in. And then you get these sort of whitish, almost semi-transparent cloud-like formations. So this one pendant will bring in and connect you with water, air, and earth energies. It'd be really great for a fire person.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
For that. So the energies of this do kind of swirl together to work with those different elements. And working with AccuPrase actually helps you to see the bigger picture and where you fit into that. So it's almost like a soul's purpose type of thing.
Yep.
Right here. And some people will say, well, isn't that just chrysoprase? No, it's not. It is a different mineral. They've identified it as a different mineral because some people looked at it as that. In the praise family, in the chalcedony family or chalcedony family, is what it is. But it is different, has different mineral properties and qualities than chrysoprase does. But if you're starting something big in your life, no matter what it is, it helps you navigate the waters to get through that and get it going as well. So this piece is 101. We only have the one. And the person we bought it from only had one. Now, apparently, there's actually a little story around this that I read about. And in Africa, where it's mined, they were mining other things. And they came across this stuff, and they didn't think it had any value. It didn't look pretty, all that kind of stuff. So they would just kind of chuck the rocks out into their fields, and it was through their bushes and all that other kind of stuff until a fellow went there and was mining, and he happened to shine his flashlight on it, and he saw all this beautiful aqua color in there, and he started looking at it, and he now, I think, owns a lot of the rights to that, and it's sort of apparently up to him, I think is the way it goes, as to what goes out and who gets what. He was holding a piece, and I swear the chunks in it looked like emerald. That's how dark they were.
Beautiful.
But I like this because it's almost ethereal, right? There's transparency to it. This piece almost looks like these are the rocks, and this is the ocean, and it's going up against the rock and splashing up. That's what it reminds me of. So if you need a little bit of water in your life, water energy, this would be awesome to wear and to bring in. And anybody buying a piece of jewelry today from the live will get a complimentary, what do you call these? Like a polishing cloth. A silver polishing cloth. Right there. Oh, we're doing the fairy. We do have some fairies here. You might have seen them in the couple of the videos that Cheryl did this week. And this is the water fairy right here. You can see it. Just hold it back like that. The wings do come off for transport.
And we have boxes.
And we do have boxes for them. She's a very sexy fairy. Right?
I like her.
She's really nice. And today they're $62.40. They're regular 78? 78. So 20% off today and tomorrow. And what better way, I'll give that to you. Okay. What better way to start off a fairy garden than with a fairy?
Yes.
And that one would have to be in your home. You could have a nice little fairy corner and put her there, and along with some fairy stones.
Fairies help your plants grow.
Sure they do.
And they bring in fun. They like to have fun.
They're mischievous. Next, we've got what I'm calling intuitive candy. And these are azurite blueberries. Nice big azurite blueberries. They're $11 each, and we only have 9. But they're really good for your intuition, your third eye chakra right here. But to me, they almost remind me of seeds. Yeah, planting a seed. Look at it here. And so it's like planting a seed of intuition, planting a seed of wishes or dreams. And again, something like this could go in a fairy garden as well. like that. I love these. I think
I do too.
and they look. I like them in threes. That's great. They look great together. Here, I'll show you. We've got them in a little shell. So they look really, really good together, but they still look great by themselves. They almost look like candy.
They do.
Dried up blueberries.
Yeah, yeah. Dehydrated blueberries. So sweet.
We have a magical sphere here that's silver sheen obsidian. And just look at the magic there. Silver sheen like gold sheen helps to attract wealth and abundance to you. It's really good for success in business. It's good for self-confidence, meditation, and journeying as well. But you can manifest with this just because it creates, or it has all of that magic in it. And of course, silver is really good for your soul. It connects to your soul's purpose, actually, is what it does. And it helps you get back to your soul's purpose if you feel like you're kind of off the path of that as well. So you can see it's really dark. Oh, we've got some on that side too. Both sides. But it is obsidian, and so it brings protection, and especially psychic protection, and it removes negative energy. So I always find that obsidian is really good to have in a place of business because it will, and have it close to the door. So when anybody comes in, if they have something attached to them that maybe they're unaware of, it will help to absorb that so it doesn't bring it into your shop. And so it would be really good in your home for that as well. So really good manifesting stone. It's really good. Silver sheen is really good for the intellect and for decision-making processes as well. Also will promote clear, concise communication. Good.
It's good.
Yes, and that is 46. That sphere right there.
Another great deal.
And if you saw the little video I did yesterday, you will have seen these generators. They are really, really dark lepidolite. Look at that. It's like the night sky. That is what fairies will come out for.
That's right.
And dance under the light of the moon and the stars. And make merry.
Make merry.
That's right. I've got 6 of these. They're $27 each. They're actually great for emotional healing. They do contain lithium. I have found out recently that the purple is not lithium, but it does contain lithium. But what makes it purple is manganese. But look at how dark that is. It almost looks black, but it's not. It's just a really deep purple.
It's a night sky purple.
It's a night sky purple. It's a royal purple. It's even deeper than a royal purple. This almost looks like there's little flakes of things in here, almost like the fairies are contained right in that piece right there.
Yeah.
There's a heart, upside down heart right there.
Mm.
And what?
Fun.
Oh, yes, lots of fun. Look at that. It's beautiful. There's another heart on that one. Or a fairy wings. Maybe that's a little fairy or a butterfly. It's wings, anyways. So I've got 6 of those, and those are $27 each. And I am now going to hand it over to Cheryl. She's got for her grid today.
Today's grids, I actually have 2 of them, and I'm calling it the Higher Wisdom Grid. The base for this is lepidolite in its mica form. Now, when it's in its mica form, it greatly amplifies the properties of lepidolite. Lepidolite insists on only being used for the highest good. It helps take you forward to the future, induces change, encourages independence and achieving goals. Lepidolite stimulates intellect and analytical qualities. It's objective and enhances standing in your own space. By stimulating concentration, it speeds up the decision-making process and it helps you focus on what is important. Quartz Merkaba is the focus stone. Quartz enhances properties of other crystals, encourages focus and clarity, helps keep the energy moving. And a Merkaba helps connect with and reach those in tune with the higher realm. Yellow tourmaline enhances our personal power. It opens the spiritual pathways and helps with intellectual and business pursuits. Brazilianite, with its zingy, high-energy vibe, empowers spiritual will and assists with manifestation. It transmutes emotions that may be holding you back. It promotes an understanding of difficult decisions, which allows decision-making to be done through loving intellect. Brazilianite helps attain insight. And just as a side note, summer's coming. It is said that Brazilianite helps with heat stroke and sunstroke. So, yeah. And lapis. It's said that lapis has existed since before time. Lapis assists in gaining wisdom to understand incoming information and to gain access and explore esoteric knowledge. A stone of total awareness, it expands intellectual awareness capacity. Lapis is very good at helping with the reasoning process. And I would use a Lemurian wand to activate this grid. And this grid is $33 each. Cute. They're cute, eh? And the little flat bases, they're very similar, but this one's got like a little ledge, like walking up steps, actually. Yeah. It reminds me of walking up to the higher realms. Yeah.
And actually, this lepidolite, when you shine a light through here, it's very, very gemmy.
Yeah, so pretty.
Really, really gemmy.
Yeah.
Then we've got a pink tourmaline. Look at how gemmy that is.
Speaking of gemmy.
Yeah, pink tourmaline pendant. It's a stone of love and commitment and also of caring and compassion. And it will help us to open our hearts to new love. And that would be love of all kinds. So friendships and as well as romantic. But it reminds us that we are safe to open our hearts to that to be able to love again. And this piece, it's polished and faceted. I just want to slurp it out. I love pink.
I know.
It's so gorgeous.
And today's International Pink Day.
Is it?
Yep.
And I didn't even wear pink.
And
I better wear some pink.
No,
I do. I have kunzite on.
You have kunzite on.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
This is $156. And of course, tourmaline is not inexpensive. And this is a really beautiful, high quality gemmy piece. Just gorgeous. And then we have another nice high quality piece in this blue topaz pendant, which is really good for communication in your throat chakra. Right there.
So it's great to wear a pendant, a blue topaz pendant.
Yeah. Really if you have problems with communication, this is really one of the premier stones for that. It will also help you with emotional clarity as well. But one of the things it will do is help you state what's really in your heart, your own truth, which is really, really good. Helps to boost your confidence and your stability, but your confidence, especially when you are speaking to people. And that means that your voice will sound strong, and it will sound like you believe what you are saying. And who can dispute that when you are standing in your own truth and your own power and your own confidence? And this piece is 205. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Nicely cut and faceted. I was able to find some pink moonstone. I don't think we've ever had pink moonstone before. But I've got some big chunks here. You can see the pink on there. This is all pink moonstone through here, or what they also call orthoclase. And it carries all the same properties as regular moonstone, the new beginnings. You can see it on the back here. There's little bits of green sort of running through it as well. So opens your intuition, it's balance, it helps you change. One of the things I like about this piece is that it's got all these little fern-like, right there, almost like mosaic.
Yeah.
There's something that's on this end too. You can see it. But when I bought it, it was supposed to be black tourmaline that's in here. And some of it does have black tourmaline in it. And it's possible that that is. I'm not exactly sure. But because it's growing in that sort of fern-like or dendritic formation, I just wonder if that's really what it is or not. But pink moonstone really opens and aligns feminine energies. And we all, whether you are male or female, have feminine energies. And it helps us to align and balance that because we need to balance them. But I just find that the pink blush kind of speaks to our heart and our romantic side, of course, being a pink person. But it just has beautiful healing energy. And this size right here is 76. And this would be able to go outside, I think.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like that. You know what? You could even, there's more pink on that side. I think. The light kind of washes it out, but it's a brighter pink than that. Is that you might be able to put just a little bit of soil in a couple of places and put some cactus, outdoor cactus on it.
Yeah, that would be
I might have to buy it. So that piece is 76. This piece is 27. And you could do that with this as well. I just think that would be really cool. And wouldn't that be cool in a fairy garden?
Yeah.
Too. I like that. You can see the pink all through here. It's almost purpley down here. So that one is 27. And then I've got 4 pieces at $7 each. This one will have maybe what's referred to, maybe they're saying that's black tourmaline. Isn't really growing like black tourmaline. But. So these 4 pieces are $7 each, and they can go in your garden as well. Too. Thank you. And then this little guy. Oh, look. It's a profile.
It is a profile. That's very cool.
Wow. Is that a garden gnome?
He's keeping an eye. Yeah, he's keeping an eye on
King of
things.
the fairies.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's cool.
Yeah.
You stick it in like that.
Yeah.
I would.
I would too. It would be a great marker, and its profiles both sides.
Yeah. It's cool.
It is very cool.
Yeah. Now, we've had these before, but not for a couple of years, I think. Did we have any last year? I can't remember.
We did.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
But this is a yellow and purple fairy. Nice big fairy. And of course, you can't have a fairy sale without fairies, right? And it helps you to connect with fairy energy and magic in a big way. And of course, yellow fluorite is abundance, all about abundance. And wouldn't that be great just to have in your garden or sitting on your shelf or something like that? Just working away, bringing in fun, magical abundance.
Mm-hmm.
And purple fluorite is all about your higher calling and bringing the two together. Abundance of what you're wanting to bring in.
Yeah, I like how the light goes through too.
Yeah. Yeah, you could put a light behind this and you would get with the light shining on it, you can really see the bands in it as well.
Yeah.
Like that. But shining behind would be really great as well. This beautiful fairy is $2.99. She's heavy. She's a big piece. Like that. Like this. But she loves just to sit there just like that and manifest away for you. Just put a little piece of paper under there with your intention, what you want to manifest, and sit her on top and let her go.
Yep, let her at her.
Yep, she's awesome. Just beautiful. And if you love fairies, this would be great for your collection. But it's just a beautiful carved piece for anybody's collection, right? I found this beautiful piece of hyalite. It's practically all hyalite. But the whole thing is UV reactive, and it's actually, look at that, it's almost like blue-green.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. The whole piece is UV reactive. So we had a little UV light shining down. It'd be really cool. A nice little fluorescent green spot there. But hyalite is from Mexico, and it's a type of what you call water opal. And they do glow that kind of fluorescent green under the UV light, as you saw. It's almost otherworldly. But it's really good for intuition. Really, really good for intuition. There's a little bit of matrix on the back here, but the hyalite is actually growing over top of it as well. And when I was looking at it before, it almost looked like a figure.
Yeah, it does look like a figure.
Like with a little head right there and a figure there. You can see a face in there too. But it also brings really good, strong clarity. And if you are a practitioner, not exactly sure what's going on with your client, this helps to bring in some clarity and brings you, or maybe channels you the information to be able to help your client. So having a piece of hyalite around is actually, I think, really good. And this piece is 78. And the pieces we had before, I think we might have one left, but they were smaller, and this one is just pretty much hyalite to it. It's a really nice piece. And it sort of bubbles.
Yeah.
It's like little bubbles.
Yeah.
Very cool. And we have some petrified wood slabs. They're all the same price. Like this one looks like it's inside of a cave or something. But they're really pretty. This one's got pink on it, pink petrified wood. If you were in one of my classes, that was earlier this year. Was that last year? Last year. We had pink petrified wood bracelets for the class, and we learned all about petrified wood and ancestry as well. But petrified wood is a stone of transformation. It has changed slowly over millions of years from being a tree to now being agate. Oh my goodness, look at, it's like a wood spirit or something in there. There's something in every one of these pieces.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Wow. These are $15 each. They're great for a base for a grid. They're you can just store them in a with a crystal on if you want it. Sit it up like this. These would go in your garden if you wanted as well. To put them in there. This one's got kind of dark pink or almost reddish, almost like red jasper in it. And it's got some black petrified wood, which is really hard to get. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. It's a fairy hole.
Yeah.
Right there. So lots of uses that you can get out of these pieces right here. And they're only $15, but yes, you can definitely put them in your garden. For sure. And petrified wood is it's agate really is what it is. It brings the energy of the tree or the wood into there, but it's longevity, it's stamina, it's protection, it's confidence. So nice to have some petrified wood.
Glass of water on there.
Yes. Yeah. I like this one.
That one's nice. I like this one too. I don't know, there's a bee in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's Kuan Yin.
It is.
That is Kuan Yin.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is. So, and I think there's 7 pieces there. I think last time we had a moss agate sphere, and this time we've got a big, huge one. Look at that baby. And look at all the fairy holes in there.
Yeah.
There's even fairy bridges in here.
Yes, it's amazing.
This is an amazing, amazing piece. If you look, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but that's actually a bridge, and you can go right underneath it in there. We call them fairy bridges. And there's a few on this piece. You don't even need a sphere holder for it.
Nope.
It's fully contained. Fully self-contained.
Yeah.
But you can place this in your garden or around your plants inside to encourage them to grow. But if you want to attract the fairies and elementals, this is a really good stone to do that with. But it sort of clumps together, and the mineral that's in it, that's the green, that makes it look moss-like, is actually a mineral that grows that way. It looks like moss or fern-like. Pieces growing in it, it's actually not real moss. It is actually a mineral. This is a very earthy and a very grounding stone, and I think that you could sit with this for quite some time on several occasions and see lots and lots of different things in something like this. I like that they've left it with lots of holes and partially rough and partially polished like that. It's like it brings the two together.
Yeah, it does.
Like that. I love that because I love it when they do that with pyrite as well, and you still see the little cubes inside. Yeah. They're all really sparkly.
Yeah.
There's somebody sitting high up in the cave.
Yeah. It's a very cool piece.
It's a really cool piece. I love this. This is 562. It's a nice big sphere. And it's a bit heavy too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, there's another bridge right on the outside. Right there. You can kind of see underneath it. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of moss agate. Moss agate is also about abundance. So if you want to, wouldn't that be neat with the fairy?
Yes.
The fluorite fairy, the two of them together. And what a cool manifesting
Yes.
group that would go on
Boom.
with that.
That's a boom one.
It is. Boom, there you go.
There you go.
You asked for it, you got
Here
it.
you go.
But it's really good for manifesting abundance. And it's really good to connect with nature as well. If you can't get out, it's nice to have a moss agate sphere or something moss agate around you because it gives you that feeling of being in nature as well. And we've got some magical little labradorite hearts. Look at that. These are only $15. And each one has some nice flash on it. Ooh,
very nice.
Magic.
That one's nice.
And this one's got that side.
Oh yeah.
And there's that side.
Ooh, there you go. Look at the flash there.
It is. And labradorite is it is a stone of protection. It's a stone of communication on all levels. And it's also a stone of magic because of the beautiful flash. It's almost like you see a magical flash going through the trees and the brush. In that one. And there's one here, at least one. I think it might be that one. If you can get the light right on it, it's oh, look at that. Look at it. Deep purple.
Now that's yummy. And there's someone in there too.
Yeah. And isn't that magical? Ooh, oh, look at it.
Yeah.
The purple ones are ones that are those. They're not always easy to get, the purple flash.
Oh, that one's fun. Look at all that's going
it.
on in that flash.
And you know, this is going from sort of golden yellow all the way to purple. There is purple in there too. There's a bit of green, there's blue. Yeah, that's true rainbow right there. And there is a legend around labradorite that it was seeded here or brought here by other star beings for us to communicate with. And that's why it's a really good stone of communication. It's and on all levels. We can use it for speaking, writing, speaking to ourselves, our own deep inner truth, and also channeling information and connecting to other star beings. But it is really, really great for that. But it's I love it for a stone of magic. Magic, 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 magic. Now our last jewelry for today is boulder opal. And I've got 3 pendants, but this one is this one you can really see the opaly flashes in it. I just want to get that just a second here. You can see that opaly flash there. The light is getting in the way. And boulder opal is really grounding. It's almost like a big phoenix or something.
Yeah, it is.
But if you
just trying to figure that out.
If you get the right, there you can see that really opal flash right there, that peacock blue right there. But it is very grounding and stabilizing energy, because it's actually stabilizing the opal in it as well. So that energy will be, you'll end up getting that energy as well, that stabilizing energy. And it's really good for life force energy too. Oops. But it can help you develop your spiritual side. If you feel like you want to go further with that, or you're just starting out and want to do more, but it will actually help you keep you grounded at the same time. So you kind of don't go all up here. We still have to have our feet firmly planted on the ground. Keeps things on an even keel when you're going through any kind of change as well. And this piece is 127. You can see the other veins going through here. And then I've got two other pieces. These ones are 84 each. This one was neat. It's almost like it's all coming out. It's kind of mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
And this one right there is almost all opal. Right there. Boulder opal is so cool. That first one is the neatest.
It is. Oh.
Those last two are 84. Helps you through any challenging times as well. This next, I'm going to say it may not look like much when you're looking at it. It is quartz and they're clusters, but this is anandamide or iris quartz or aura quartz is what it's called. But it actually naturally has a little bit of a rainbow sheen on it. These have not been touched. And if you get the right light on them, you will actually be able to see some of the little colors in there. I have to bring that light back around again. Here. I know I've found them when I had them at home. I could see them. But you'll be able to see some of the little colors in there. And this type of, it's hard to get. We haven't had anandamide for years. I can't remember how long it's been. It's been a really long time. But I've got 4 pieces of it. It's a high vibration crystal, and it's also known as rainbow quartz as well. And it's natural. And the rainbows on it are really, really subtle. You can see some little pieces flashing in there a little bit. So to me, it gives it a little bit of a fairy magic to it, or a fairy connection. But it activates our natural healing ability and enhances joy and happiness throughout our whole body. And this size is 62 there. And the next size down here, I don't think it's going to show in this light very well. This size is 46, but these crystals, the resonance with these crystals is very, very strong. They have really a beautiful energy to them, and they almost look gel-like.
Yeah, they do.
The points almost look gel-like. And their energy actually has been described as blissful. So the stone bliss. This size is 46. Then I've got a little one here. And this was was a nodule growing like that all the way around, because you could see in here, it's growing like that. And this one is 27. You can see some of it there. Look, there's a little flash right there and there. Some of it's a little bit almost slightly pinky. Some of it's a little bit blue even. Oh, right down there. You can see something there. And that's what's called anandamide or aurora quartz, iris quartz, or rainbow quartz. And I have one more piece here, which is very cool on the back.
House.
Yeah, but there was some kind of a point in there. It was
Yeah.
growing on a point.
Yeah.
This piece is 22 right there. But a really strong high vibration crystal, and the vibration is bliss. Who wouldn't like some bliss
I could use some bliss.
in their life? Okay? Bliss is good.
Bliss is good.
I love bliss.
Good.
And we just have a few things left. We're doing pretty good here.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Is that it? Are we doing this? We do. You know what?
We can do these or
Let's do the. Just hold up the two. We have 2 more fairies.
Okay.
And the fairies again today are 62.40. Ooh, she comes with a little.
She's got a little spear with her.
Yeah. Oops. And this one is, what kind is this one?
That one
Oh, wind.
is wind, and this one's
And
fire.
this one comes with a little spear down there. And the one that Cheryl is holding is fire.
She's holding flames in the palms of her hand.
Yeah. At first, when I saw it, I thought it was something else.
She thought she was giving them a
Finger. That's what it kind of looked like.
But this is the back. It's just as pretty as the front,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. They're very pretty.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah. So we have
Water, wind, fire.
It's just no earth. So they are available today and tomorrow for that price, $62.40. Otherwise, they're $78.
Mm.
And blue calcite. Look at that dark blue calcite. Isn't it gorgeous? And there's like green going through it. And I'm thinking that that's probably green calcite. Quite possibly going through, and it's in all of them, I believe. I've got 4 generators, 3 different sizes, but 4 generators. And this, the one thing about blue calcite, it'll bring the energy of water in. Hi, Brooke.
Hey, Brooke. Oh, yeah. She is. I like her.
It brings the energy of water, so it's very calming and very soothing. It helps to dispel anxieties and worries and brings deep peace and tranquility is what it does. I think it's really underestimated.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This reminds me of somebody sitting on a quarter moon.
It's a moony kind of day.
Mm-hmm. It also promotes gentle, restful sleep. So this is something you could put in your bedroom as well. So this size is 192, and it's solid blue calcite. It's nice and big tower. And sorry. Yeah. Okay. This one is 149, and you can see it's actually a deeper blue in here, and I can see a fairy right here. Profile of a fairy or an angel. There's wings here, and almost like a gown or a dress going that way. And you can see the green running through it here. It's beautiful. That one was 149, and then I've got 2 smaller ones at 68. This one has blue and green. This one's mostly blue. There's another one.
Yeah.
Fairy or something like that. Right there. These are awesome. They look so cool together. Like sentinels.
Mm-hmm.
And just 3 items left today. This one we have is, if you had seen one of our other ones, we had some scolosite flowers. This is the biggest one. Look at that. It reminds me of coral or something.
Yeah.
Something under the water. And it actually sits just like that.
So cool.
And all of these little spikes are scolecite crystals. If you've seen scolecite polished and you see all these shards going up, that's what these are. And can you imagine trying to polish that?
No.
Because it is kind of fragile. You can see there's little pieces lying on top of it. But scolecite is very gentle. It's a very kind crystal. It's a stone of kindness. But the other thing is that it helps you find your soul's purpose as well. But it's a stone of light. You can see how it would be a stone of light. It's just radiates light and white. And what's happening with all of these ones is that there's actually something growing, another mineral growing on there. And I'm wondering if that's calcite.
Oh, could be.
It's quite possible.
Yeah.
Because you can see it on the outside.
Yeah.
Of the, you can see it there. I'm thinking that might be calcite. Right there. But scolecite is also a stone of ascension. So very strong spiritual connotation. It's really good to meditate with, and just place it in front of you when you're meditating, and it will certainly help you connect to the higher realms, which is a form of ascension, right? And elevate your thoughts to be positive and in the white light, kind of a thing. But very delicate, very beautiful, and can just sit there and spread its lovely energy all around your space. I just love scolecite.
Me too.
Love it, love it. Go. And that piece is $163. And it comes with a box in the fact that it's got really good packing in the box, so it doesn't get harmed in any way. Okay. Cheryl's just going to go open the store because we're almost 11 o'clock here. And we have 2 items. No, we have 3 items left. I'm going to do this one first. We've had this for quite a while, and it hasn't been out. It is actually I'm thinking it's like a type of zebra marble or zebra jasper, because I can't remember now. I just remember that it's from Australia. It is rare and hard to get. It's been sitting in this here, and we've been deciding if we wanted to let it go or not. But it said, yes, I need to go to somebody else. I need to go and find a home now. And so what I look at this as being, at first it reminded me of an eyeball, but what I feel it is a portal. And it can be a portal to the inner world, the outer world, but definitely beyond the veil. And what's coming out the other side is either a fairy or an angel. And you can see it starting to come out of the mist there. And we only have one. I've only ever seen this once. It's also because the bands go all the way around that this is also a wishing stone. And its price, it is rare. Its price is $90. So if you want something that's truly one of a kind, this would be it for sure. I have no idea how to get more or where to even try and look for it, because I mean, I know it comes from Australia. That's the only place this particular type comes from. But I couldn't, I tried Googling it and everything, couldn't find anything on it. But I really liked it because of that coming out of the portal, going through the portal and coming out like that. So if anybody wants something like that, it's $90. And one last, well, not really one last fairy stone, but with lots of fairy magic in them, though. These are aqua aura generators. And I've got 8 at this size, which is 18. This is, of course, throat chakra. And I just think that they're really great for attracting the fairies, because it does have fairy frost, fairy veils, and little fairies inside. So easy to actually see them in there. I think they are so great. This one's a little clearer, but you can see that there is still some fairy frost. Oh, look at the light shining on that.
Very pretty.
Yeah. So there's 8 at this size that are 18. And then I've got 2 smaller ones. And these could go outside in a fairy garden if you wanted, or they could go inside. But they attract positive energy into your life. It helps you put a voice to your feelings and your truth as well. Very also good for intuition as well. And these 2 are $10. So 8 at 18 and 2 at 10. And our last one, we saved the best for last. This is so awesome. This would make your ceremonies and your offerings or whatever just so much more special. But this is a rose quartz teacup set. And the teacups are shaped like hearts. And they are carved so that they fit together, just like that. And then they have a beautiful little tray that they sit on. And you could use that for the tray for them to sit on, or you could use it for something else, actually, if you wanted to. But this set is so unique. It's so magical and enchanting. We were lucky to get it.
Yes,
and
we were.
I've only seen one in real life, and this is the one. But of course, it carries all the energy of rose quartz. It, with the loving energy, healing the heart. But could you imagine drinking out of that?
Oh,
and
beautiful.
What you're doing is drinking love.
Mm-hmm.
Just drinking love and having it go through your whole body. Is just absolutely stunning. And this set is $1,055 is what this set is. And they sit together like that. It's so beautiful. I have a teapot collection. My daughter said, "Oh, is that going in your cabinet, Mom, with all your teapots?" I went, "No, it's not." But can you imagine doing some kind of a ceremony? How about a love ceremony between 2 people? Or any kind of a real ceremony, because it just puts the love in there. Absolute, beautiful and gorgeous love and unconditional love. But doing any kind of ceremonial work like that, or anything, or just because you want to use it.
That's right.
Yes. And then when you're not using it, it can be on display. You could put it on your altar. To bring and spread love throughout your whole being and space as well. So it's absolutely stunning. And the carving is really nice on it as well. It's very sturdy, and each cup was carved out of one piece of rose quartz, and so was the tray, the little tray. Beautiful. 1,055.
And
for
for
that.
that.
And we do have sazal, yes.
Yes.
If you said, I really want that, but I can't pay 1,055 right away, we do have sazal that you can do it in 4 equal payments for that. And yes, and if it was mailed, it would have to be, we would wrap it up really, really well so that there's no, because actually that, I mean, it traveled here, traveled to Canada.
Yeah.
And
So it had like styrofoam
all in
whatever.
it and stuff like that. Yes, to make sure that's all right. So that's all we had today. And if there's anything that you are wanting, you can certainly pop down if you're in town and see everything this afternoon. The prices are still good until tomorrow at the end of day, and I will list what is left. Bye, Kelly. Thanks for coming. I will list what is left on the discussion tab under the on the event page. And if you're still thinking about something, you can always put sold there if you decide to get something. But definitely everything is here for you to come in and look at this afternoon and tomorrow in case you're wanting to think about something. So thank you for coming, and many crystal blessings. And in 2 weeks, we will have another one. And we will see you then, and it will be Stampede here. So we'll be doing a little bit of that. Okay, thanks very much. Crystal blessings, and have a beautiful day. Bye.